looks as though my stream may have cracked case. Look at that lens flare. So I'm going to go for fuel, rich, free.
Okay, let's talk about this track. Albert Park has a lot of tricky high-speed corners. Turn 1 is a good example, and also the left right through 11 and 12, where you need to be as daring as you can with the entry speed.
And that is the kind of thing that I really love about the engineer side of stuff. Wide.
Low chance of rain now. If the situation changes, we'll let you know.
Ooh. And what you can see on this track, which you couldn't see quite so much on the other one, is the racing line. Is this game worth buying? Hello, live from PlayStation. Okay, so I'm going to put some parentheses on this. If you have not played an F1 game beforehand, 100% yes. If you have played F1 2010, 12 or 13, then I would still say yes, but that you will know what you're expecting when you get it, because the handling feels very similar to 2012, 2013, but far more alive. What I'll also say though is that if you're going to buy it, be prepared to know that the amount of modes that you've got is very, very limited. So you need to be comfortable knowing that you will be driving around 19 tracks with 20 cars. You'll have multiplayer options for a little while before they inevitably die off, unless you're prepared to set up a league or something like that. And that you can't be yourself in career mode, and it seems like such a blatant oversight, and I don't know why they've left it out, and it's such a shame.
5 kilos of fuel in the tank, just 5 kilos of fuel remain.
But if you're happy with that, and that like career side of stuff doesn't bother you at all, go for it. Go for it, go for it, go for it. Live from PlayStation, do you have Project Cars? I think would be my other question. Because if you're expecting a sim that's like Project Cars, then you'll be disappointed. But if Project Cars is too simulation and lacking, like it's too hard and it's not the right side of fun for you, then seriously snap this game up now.
Okay, you need to come in before you run out of fuel. Pit within 2 laps.
So let's retire from the session.
The Mercedes team will be pleased with their 2 drivers at the end of today's practice. That's P1 and P2.
Oh, not horrific, that was okay. Oh, cool. I'd be interested, live from PlayStation, what your opinion of Project Cars
Welcome
is.
to
I
Melbourne,
really,
where
really like.
qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix
I'll
should be
wait for
getting
them to do
underway
their little chat.
shortly. We'll soon learn the true performance of these cars out on track. What can we expect to see in the following session?
Well, I think we're all expecting the Mercedes power unit to be particularly strong this year, so I wouldn't be surprised to see them at the front. But I wouldn't discount Red Bull or Ferrari just yet. We know they have the talent and the resources to react to any problem, so although they may be playing catch-up, I would expect them to bring some major upgrades pretty early, maybe before we even get back to Europe.
Hello from Los Angeles. Wow. Great stuff. So, yeah, so I suppose before I dive into this lap then, to explain, Project Cars is specifically built for online racing, spending a lot of time offline, honing your setup, and was built like for the sim racer in mind, and then slowly edged its way towards the fun zone. And that's why you've got issues with like the AI is a bit dodgy and it drives through you without knowing you're there, because it's primarily built for self-contained online racing leagues in the sim racing world, and then it kind of came out from that way. Whereas with the Codemasters games and the F1 games, they've started more from the fun casual racer, although I'd argue it's nowhere near casual because obviously it's got no mushrooms and stars. But this is easily the most simulated version of an F1 game that Codemasters has done so far. Not to the extent that Dirt Rally, that they've just released on Steam on early access, is. That is Codemasters' most sim-like game probably ever. And I'm loving that, by the way. I've got a YouTube channel called High Plane Games. I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff on that if that interests you. And this, I can see if this goes down really well, which it seems to have done actually, because they're reporting that sales are 360% more than what F1 2014 was, which is great, and I really hope that this does do well. I can see this confirming that being sim with the way how the car handles and the way how the back end steps out all the time. Yeah, you can't tap brake and instantly power slide. That is true, G-Trix. But you can't. How can I say it? So Codemasters, I'm hoping this game will confirm that going sim is okay for them again, and I reckon F1 2016 has the potential to be a real step above. But it's up to you about how much value you'll get out of this by how much you'll play it for this year. What we've not done is play with last year's F1 2014 cars. They handle exactly the same as these, so there's not a different physics handling. But it is nice that you've got that car set there, so we'll give that a go in a smidge as well after we've done this. Oh, Hamiltons. And if you can handle project cars, these cars are quite a doddle. I'm surprised that didn't give me a penalty for that. Surprised at how nice the car engine sounds on this. I always fuck up that corner. That's a bit of lens flare. I've seen a lot of people complaining about the colour palette of this game and how it's gone for like a soft, focusy CRT look, but I really like it. Oh, Jensen, it's fine.
It's been a mighty qualifying performance from Mercedes today, with both cars on the front row for the race tomorrow.
Well, it's going to be an interesting race towards the first corner tomorrow, because whoever leads into turn 2 will be in a very strong position to go on and win.
Just behind Fernando, not bad at all. So what we'll do is we'll do a few laps on this. We'll see if the weather's going to change from wet to dry. Sadly, you can't simulate that as a thing, like you can do in project cars, where you can kind of queue up the weather. And then we'll have a look at the 2014 cars before I wrap this one up.
It's nearly 5 o'clock here local time, and welcome to race day here in Melbourne, Australia. The cars are on the grid and they should be setting off shortly for the formation lap. It's a great position for Lewis Hamilton to start the season from, and one that he'll be hoping he can capitalise on and turn into a race win today.
Well, we all know that Lewis has raw speed, and if you give him a fast car, he'll win races. So if he can stay out front by the end of the first few corners, I'm sure he's going to be very difficult to beat.
How does Nico Rosberg go about finding the time he was lacking at the end of qualifying in today's race?
Well, he's got to stay within touching distance of the lead during the first stint, and then look to capitalise as the car becomes lighter and the tyre degradation eases.
Well, and to be fair, I've got red eyes. How the hell am I supposed to be able to see where I'm going? Okay, so again, strategy. It's just a one-lap race. I'm not going for wets or dries, but I can see the differences if I do. But what it is looking for me to do, now this is interesting, is it's decided that it wants me to do a reverse strategy. So instead of going for the faster tyre first, which is what all the leaders will be doing, it wants me to start on the slow one and leave the fast one till the end. So actually I'm going to do that, because what will happen is you'll start to see people in front of me coming out of the pits and me being a right moose and holding them up. 12? If you're having a laugh. You've not seen the car I'm driving. Oh, sorry, Mary. That was a bit shit off of that. Oh. Carnage. Oh, let's get past the fetus man. Oh, is that... Oh, look, look, rain! Rain, rain, rain! So, we're on drops of rain. Weather up forecast.
We're expecting light rain within 5 minutes.
Yes! Oh, thank you, game, for playing exactly what I wanted you to do. Okay, we'll stay with this then. And I love the dynamic weather. It does like to throw up an entire season in a day. And I am down with that. It keeps me well amused.
Light rain could arrive within 5 minutes' time.
Oh, turn like a tub. Oh, sorry.
Green flag, we're racing again.
But I didn't get a penalty for that, so that was judged to be his fault. And to be fair, he does like sticking his nose down in real life, so that's quite true. Right, so whilst we're dry, I'm going to mix fuel free it, because if I then have to go mix fuel 1,
The option tyre, they have the advantage.
I know they've got the advantage, but they might have to pit for dries before they need to pit for wets. This will be interesting to see how this plays out. Oh, I did have a bit of strategy. Turn the right way, Simon. Turn the right way. You know, at the moment, even though it's raining, I still feel like I've got enough grip to be able to go full throttle and full flat out.
Okay, entering lap 3 now. DRS has been enabled.
But I can also sense that sometimes when I'm proper flooring it on the accelerator, which I can get away with, it's like I can feel the tiniest bit of skate, like there we go, that's a really good example. Ooh, there you go, curbage issue. It's like I'm starting to lose some of the adhesion, and you can see some of the track starting to change its colour, along with the clouds obviously. Weather forecast.
This light rain is going to be with us for a while now.
So, is it going to stay light enough for me to stay out and dries? Vehicle condition.
Okay, the boots aren't looking too worn at this point. We should have plenty of life left in them. Let's make sure we keep managing them properly. Tyre degradation is on target for us. Good job. Your brakes are in a good operating temperature.
No, Carlos. And Sergio. Stop it now. Okay, go through. It's fine. And I believe, because of where it's going from wet to dry, my tyres have less grip to start with, so in theory they'd be the first ones to go off. I don't know if that's been modelled though. Oh, DRS, I'll have that whilst it's still dry enough. Oh, someone's in the pits. I wonder if they're going for a tyre change. Ah!
Okay, be careful on those slicks. These conditions are making the line a bit greasy, but we're still nowhere near the changeover point. Hamilton has just taken the lead.
Oh, so Rosberg's been off or done something.
It looks like one of the Red Bulls are about to pit. Pit crew are getting ready.
So what I'm going to do...
Faster than the car ahead. Your best chance of making a pass is through sector 1.
I am faster actually, but can you see now, like, the way how the lighting's starting to change? It's amazing.
Tyre condition. They should last a while yet, so don't worry about them.
Oh, issues. Don't go through. You had that one. Just Perez? Oh no, now it's the teammate. Can you see the old heat effect off the back of the car as well? Really nice effect. No, Fernando, no!
Only a second away from the car ahead. Let's see if we can use DRS to pass him.
That went suspiciously well.
The current pace and fuel settings, we won't have enough fuel for the end of the race. Consider lowering the fuel mix.
So like that kind of gentle moving out of the way? Oh, I don't think I could do it. No, I had to back out.
It's not a perfect situation, but I don't think we have cause to move on to a different tyre yet.
No, I don't think we do either.
You've taken 13th place, P13.
Oh, someone's out.
You're locking your front tyres. Try adjusting the brake balance back.
Oh shit, I didn't cover it. So like the ability to race the AI, fantastic. And that is the reason, well, one of the reasons why like AI intelligence on this game utterly trumps everything that Project Cars does. To an extent, I would also chuck in Drive Club in that one as well. Drive Club's AI has the kind of, I'm going to drive through you anyway.
60% of our initial fuel
Oh! That might want me to give that back. Oh, wow. Fine, I'm not giving it. Nice leaf effect going on. Oh, Ericsson round the outside. No. Oh, so busy watching what was going on. It's not hard to do. You get lost in it. Fernando is faster than you. Oh shit, Fernando has crashed into...
Has lost one of the wheels. Fernando has suffered wheel detachment, be aware.
So we're down to 18. There is no safety car in this game. That is the other big omission.
Fernando is out of the running. He stopped the car.
So what happens is that you saw that that car instantly greyed out as it pulled off to retire, so it wouldn't have hurt anyone else or blocked traffic or anything like that. So, and it's a bit of a shame that it does that, to be fair, but there we go. Oh, that's wet. Oh, that was so wet. Skiddy-malicious. Oh, not Yoss. What's your name? Max. It's the son of Yoss. Oh, Stephen's doing a
I
good
think it might be just about time to come and change these tyres.
I didn't hear what he said. Going to... Oh, I'm really struggling. Vehicle condition.
Okay, my dear, get caught out on this set of boots. We have started to notice some wear. We should be okay for a bit longer though. Degradation is pretty bad. The grip is going to fall away quickly. Brake hard into the next couple of corners. The brakes are running too cold. Tyre update for you, and it looks like this set is coming to the end of its life. We don't anticipate having much more time before it's completely gone. The grip loss will be sudden, so be ready.
Oh, it's really wet now, and I'm skiddy. So what I'm going to do... So this will prove how things are going. So Lewis Hamilton's on the primed... Oh, he's in the pits, that's why. So he's going for... Oh, he's going for dries then. So it's Kvyat and Bottas are in, and they've put the primes on. So everyone's clearly still thinking dry is the way.
Okay, in terms of fuel, our data suggests we have around half our initial load remaining. 50% fuel.
So let's cause problems for all and sundry by not pitting.
It looks like one of the Red Bulls are about to pit. Their crew are getting
Shit. Right, let's test out that.
damage to the front wing. It will affect performance. Damaged front wing.
Oh! Oh look, Will Stevens in the points. Look at the splash that you saw on the old... And look at how Ricciardo can't get these tyres up to temperature because he's on my...
Fernando's race is over. He's had to retire the car.
I know Fernando now. But look at how Ricciardo can't even keep up with
This
Stevens.
is great so far. We're 5 positions up on where we expected to finish.
Do you know what? I might stay out another lap. If I can. Vehicle condition.
Be careful on those tyres. We're seeing some significant signs of wear now. You may start
screw the brakes. Weather forecast.
We don't have the data for that, I'm afraid.
What are you saying? Ah, no!
Pit window closes this lap. That's P3. You've moved into a podium position. Fuel update for you. There's 40% of our initial load remaining. 40%.
Come on! Oh. Oh, I don't know what to pit for.
Right, these tyres are in a pretty dire state now. Be super careful on them. It's going to be like driving on ice in some places.
Oh, this is undrivable. Weather forecast.
Sorry, we can't provide you with that information right now.
Give me the fucking weather!
Say again, you're breaking up.
My mother has a jelly tot for Christmas.
Couldn't receive that. Repeat the message.
Oh shit! No, Hamilton! Oh no! Oh, Mummy would be proud. Oh, not proud of that though.
Front wing is in a really bad state. We need you back in the pits this lap.
Dude, Drakes, you cursed it, dude. Guess it's time for tyres. Weather forecast.
We don't currently have the data for that request.
Oh, you're an arsehole. Oh, lots of people in. Right, I'm going to cheat. Inters. Knew it. Knew it. Oh, what if I hadn't have binned it like a twit. Right, what's it going to change me to? Oh yes, it's got inters. It's got inters. Good game, Codemasters. You done that properly.
Exit now.
So I'm assuming I actually took Hamilton out of that race and all of that. Wonky in the pits.
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Yes, I can. Oh! They're a bit cold. I'm still ahead of Mary. But so many people didn't pit, and I'm now on the right tyre. This could work. Oh, it's so ginger on these curbs now.
I know these
And look,
conditions look pretty terrible, but that water is draining away. I think the intermediate is going to stay the tyre of choice for a while yet.
oh, don't say this. Don't say the rain's stopping. Oh, he's gone.
Caution, yellow flags ahead. No overtaking through the caution zone. Be careful.
Oh,
with the
something's
T-Z
gone on then.
greens.
Oh, it's Carlos Sainz. He's been off. Now, I wonder if he's on dry tyres.
Been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed.
Yes, he is. So look, he's been... Oh, no, he's on inters. But he's clearly crap. Oh, there's clearly something going on there. Oh, they're all into the pits, bar one of them. I wonder if that's people that haven't got the right tyres. Oh, Maldonado. Probably crashed then. We're fine, we're fine.
You're now in P13.
Oh, one
Lotus
more.
Travis is about to pit. The crew are prepping for a stop.
We can do this, we can do this. Maybe we can't. That's a bit of lawn mowing. But yeah, look, the sky's getting brighter.
Okay, the car should have lightened up plenty by now. We're down to around 25% of fuel remaining.
Ooh, I might have a fuel problem, you know. I was a bit hasty on the old mix free earlier, wasn't I?
Keep your focus. Everyone's struggling in these conditions. Okay, the stewards have now disabled DRS. DRS is now disabled.
Okay, so they've considered it wet enough. Good.
Okay, on the monitors we can see that you're locking your rear brakes. It might be a good idea to move your brake balance forward.
No, good, thanks. Weather forecast.
The radar is showing a clear period. Rain expected to stop in about 15 minutes.
Why couldn't you tell me the weather earlier on, you moose?
Repeat that. There's interference.
Yeah. Whatevs. But hopefully, by showing like that dynamic weather, that shows you the full scope of what F1 2015 has to offer. And I hope that this last hour and 40 have been really, really good in terms of helping you understand if you want the game, buy the game, don't buy the game, have a giggle. Someone's really, really slow in 11th, whoever that is. I wonder if that's Stevens actually. But yeah, I'm not.
Sometimes in Kvyat, around 3/10 a lap.
I'm really, really pleased that I bought this game, and I'm glad that I knew that there was no career mode, so that didn't upset my purchase. There's some really noticeable. Yes, you can come to my house and play.
Around 3 seconds a lap.
Mr. Drunkers. Got a hot lap competition coming up. But oh, there you go. My fuel is already flashing.
Here's the current fuel situation. We're now at 10% of our initial fuel load. That's 10% fuel remaining.
Feel like a mix one's coming on in a second. Just get rid of this little complex.
Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now...
Oh, enabled? Means it's drying. Oh no, let's not do that.
Okay, we're low on fuel. Try shifting up the gears a little sooner. This should help us save some fuel.
Alright, if the two up in front could just take each other off, please. Better than Project Cars. Hello, Drewbert. I think that is a really hard thing to answer. What was Hamilton doing? I thought he'd retired. I think that they're two different games aimed at two very different markets, at different ends of simulation. So your Project Cars goes out of its way to simulate itself as a driving sim, whereas this is much more of a racing sim that has spent more time playing on... Oh, shush. So, Project Cars on a multiplayer playing online is better. You have much bigger range of cars, you have a much bigger range of Hamilton's on dries. What? No, Hamilton's on wets. Oh shit, I've run out of fuel. So, if you look at Project Cars as a online game, better. If you look at Project Cars as a single player mode when you're having to race against AI, worse. If you're looking at physics, if you prefer fun over sim, then F1. If you are preferring simulation and I want to tweak with that setup and look at telemetry because telemetry gets me excitable, Project Cars all the way. But I think probably the better question is, can I enjoy it and have both? And I would say the answer to that is yes. Especially if you've then got Drive Club in the middle, because Drive Club is far more arcade than this is. But Project Cars is far more sim than this is. But this is the most sim-ish game that F1 as a franchise has produced today, I think. As I limp round in my pool, oh, I was going to get him. It's okay, Simon, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Yay! I hope that was helpful, Drew. But yeah, there's room for both, and if you play on PC, I've really not got on well with Assetto Corsa.
Kimi Räikkönen has won the Australian Grand Prix then for the third time. He really likes this track, it seems.
Well, yes, he's won here with Lotus in 2013, so it's obviously a track that suits him. And this win puts him on top of the Drivers' World Championship table at this stage. Ferrari will be hoping that he continues this good form at Malaysia, another track that he has won at previously.
After all that excitement, it's time for a lie down, I think. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye until the next race.
So, there we can see why, like, Verstappen's on a podium, Perez done what? Because they all pitted and went straight to Inters, like what I've done. I said Ericsson, Stevens in the points there. There you go, Hamilton did... I knew he was on dries. Idiot. No wonder. And there we go. Although I got quite a lot of those warnings, there was plenty of other stuff going on as well. Do I use a wheel? Nope. I am on this. I do have a Logitech wheel that I have used for PC games. I just find that these games work really well on a controller. I've seen some people say that they've really struggled using a wheel. Using a controller on this against being on a wheel. And but that you can achieve better times on a wheel. It just takes a lot longer to get up that learning curve, obviously. But no, controller for this. Controller for Drive Club. I really should use the wheel for project cars, but there's something that's stubborn for me. Ooh, T300. Almost like a Terminator. Good choice, though. Okay, so we'll advance that. But as you can see, like, this is career mode, so it's just me with Jensen. I'm ahead of Fernando because I might have crashed out my teammate. Whoops. Oh, McLaren. Even Marussia scored in that round, for goodness sake. So the only other thing I will quickly do then before I do sign off is just quickly show you that there is the 2014 season. So let's show another 91. Let's do Bahrain. And let's do Caterham because they don't exist this year. So as you can see, Bianchi's in there for Marussia. You do always kind of wonder sometimes if people will do retrospect stuff. So you've got Vern obviously in there. Let's be Kamui, my favourite. Let's just do a 3-lap dynamic. I think it's a nice touch to just have all the 2014 cars in. There's no difference in physics, as I said earlier. But it is nice because F1 2014, which came out for PS3 and PC and co, really was just a skin update with a little tweak to the handling.
Welcome to Sakir for the start of the Bahrain Grand Prix. We hope you're ready for an exciting evening's action. And here are the driver grid positions for today's race.
It also shows that 22 cars work on this, which is good. Have we hit a bug? I think we might have done, you know. Yeah, we have. Right. Why is it? Alright, we'll try that again. Not had that bug before. Talking of bugs, the only bug that I've had that's happened recurringly is when coming out of the pit lane. I've had... Continue quick race, please. The only bug that I've had that's recurring is when I come out of the pits, sometimes it gets stuck in second gear. So you go from first to second, and if you're quick, like you're really on the ball as it lets you back in control, and you just go, Doosh, it can't cope. So that was annoying. The day one patch fixed a lot of the problems that I was having on the PS4 version, but not the PC version, where when you looked rearward, the frame rate dropped down to like literally 5 frames a second, and you was like, ah.
It's nearly 6 o'clock in the evening here in Sakir.
Yes,
and
all
that
right.
means it's nearly time for the
This is
Bahrain
not
Grand
skippable.
Prix. Let's
If you
take a
do
look
get
at the
bored of
grid
this, you
positions for
can
today.
skip from there. Start race. Oh dear. Kamui, it's not going to let me race you, mate. Wow. Oh, did you see the little plane that went across the sky? At least that bit worked. No engine sound. No nothing. There's a moon. Well, I think on that note, it's a good time to end. Since we've come up to the 2-hour mark. So I'm going to transfer this video across to my YouTube channel, which is High Playing Games, if anyone fancies popping across and subscribing or liking or whatever they want to do over there. We are running with my mate Ben on the PC version. I'm just going to dive out and just see if we go to another track that will be okay. Bit strange. I've not had that before. I've had no bugs on the PC version. PC version must be more stable for some reason. Starting a quick race. Yes, I'm quite happy that that will actually let me start something. Right, let's do Monaco in a Caterham. 3-lap race, cockpit view. Let's go hard, and no assists. Let's go hardcore bitch to end it off. But no, over on my YouTube channel, myself and my mate Ben, we've both got PC versions of this game as well because we're quite sad and excitable about F1. And we will be doing a co-op season in the McLarens, usually discussing current F1 shenanigans and just generally being a bit crap. It's got a cult following of a few thousand, and we'll see how we go.
The race that every driver wants to win, and today is that chance for one of the current crop of Formula One drivers. I'm sure many of them were dreaming of standing on the podium, receiving the winner's
Cheers,
trophy
Brett.
last
I will
night. But who will make
grab
it a
that once that's
reality
done.
today?
Thank you very much, mate.
Let's look at the grid order for today's race while the cars make their final preparations.
Maybe get you out on Project Cars and we can show some of that as well on here. Right, so will this work? What the fuck? Kamui, you're not allowed, mate. Well, I don't know what's going on. What a load of cunt flaps. That's all I can say to that. Cheers, Cody's. Nice blocky textures of people on the side. Yeah, clearly you're not allowed to be Kamui anywhere at all. Look at the little seagulls up in the corner. So it's like little effects like that I like. Anyway, you guys all take care. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. I do appreciate it. And we'll see you maybe where I can actually drive a lap. Bye! That's fucking annoying. Sob, 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 sob.